Alright, so Jamming Empire has dropped another P-tier server. You could probably tell because of, well, my money, and there's also this here now. And basically, it's Acceleration Phase 2. Anyway, basically, what they've sent out is they've changed the acceleration again, and this time, they've changed the 0 to 60 times. Now, to be honest, I haven't really noticed all too much of a difference, like, between, like, the last test they did, but it is more realistic now, at least, I think so it is. Like, I tested a few cars again, it seems realistic. I could go ahead and, like, check, like, maybe one of the cheaper cars or something. Test the TVR. And then also 750, sure. Now, they also said in the announcement that this doesn't include any changes to the top speed, which does make sense because this is like acceleration testing. It's not anything to do with handling or like really too much performance of the car. It's just more of, you know, acceleration. So I think they will get onto top speed later. But for now it is only acceleration. The only thing I've upgraded on these cars are the tires and the brakes, because I mean those don't have anything to do with acceleration, so I'm pretty sure that it's fine to like do, unless they somehow do mess up the acceleration. But anyway, also to note that upgrading the cars doesn't make the cars like the real life 0 to 60 times, because well, it upgrades them. So I obviously can't use upgrades for these, because obviously then it would be unrealistic to 0 to 60 times. So I've got a bunch of cars here, and I just want to test the 0 to 60 times in real life. So in real life, the Yevsko attack, this does around 2 to 60 in 2.5 seconds to 3 seconds. So we are going to test this. Now, I can't actually see this while doing it in game now, but like, I will be able to see when I edit this. So at 0, and boosting doesn't actually help the acceleration, so it doesn't really matter if I do it with it or not, but there we go. And to me, that seems like 2.5 seconds to 3 seconds. It seems like that. Obviously, the acceleration is a lot slower as well now because, well, one, this car is stock, and two, because I'm hoping they kept the changes from before. When I was testing it a little bit before, I thought they did keep the changes. It seems like they have. I could be wrong, but it seems like they've kept the changes from before and they've just implemented the 0 to 60 times. But I mean, yeah, it seems realistic, but I won't know until I edit this. If we get another car, like electric car like the Avija here, in real life this does this in under 3 seconds. So we have to hope this does this in under 3 seconds. And I mean, if I was going to quickly count, it was going to be about 3 seconds there. Obviously, like I said, I can't tell until I edit this. But I don't know, it seems realistic acceleration now. It doesn't feel like this, like the car is a rocket ship. Even when I did upgrade the Yevsko, the acceleration wasn't like still crazy. It was still more realistic. If we get another electric car, I don't know what this does it in. Apparently this does it in 1.8 seconds. So this is meant to be a rocket ship. And it definitely is a rocket ship. What the hell? I mean, in real life this thing is quick. Most acceleration stuff is now realistic, or as close as the devs could get to that. And I think they've done a pretty good job. Like, just looking at a few cars here. The 750 can apparently make this in 2.3 seconds. Like, I mean, it is very quick. But yeah, there's not any other changes to this test server. It's simply just the times for, well, you know, going to 0 and 60 are now more realistic, which I think is cool. You know, I feel like was kind of needed. I don't know, but one thing I do think that they should bring back now, because like the times are realistic, or the 0 to 60 is realistic, is that they should bring back the acceleration 0 to 60 time in the vehicle stats. Because what is 16% acceleration meant to mean? Like, here, what is 30% acceleration meant to mean? Where's the Regera? This has 45. What does 45% acceleration mean for a car? To me, I don't know what this could be. Like, what is 67%? I think what they should do is just bring the 0 to 60 time back in the vehicle stats, because 39% doesn't make sense for acceleration. It doesn't make sense. It makes sense for braking, kinda, and handling, I guess, because, like, no, better braking means more percentage, less percentage means worse braking, you know? But, like, acceleration, how do you, I don't know. I don't know how you know what it is by just 39%. Like, is that good? Is that just, like, mid? Because the Regera only had, you know, like, 45, so I don't know. But to me, I think this test is good. It seems fine. Okay, this is not 39%. A lot slower now. But yeah. Also, devs, can you fix this wing? This is not how it's meant to be. Horrible. Anyway, I'm not gonna yap on any longer. Their server's out. Yeah. I don't know if they're gonna do another phase of this. If they do, I probably won't make another video, because, like, it'll probably just be, like, fixes to what this is now. But yeah, I think most of this stuff is good. Obviously, if you do upgrade cars, they're gonna be, like, more upgraded and less realistic, which is fair, because most people will upgrade their cars. On the upgraded point, I wanted to just showcase what 2 cars would be when they are upgraded. So you saw what times they did before, and if I go now, this is what the times are now. So it is a lot quicker, but it's not as quick as the main game. Like, this is still, like, it seems still realistic, which I like. It's not stupid. We go ahead and get the Pininfarina here. So if we here, and yeah, it is rapid now, because obviously I upgraded this, but it, like I said, it still seems realistic. I don't think I really need to test any other cards. It, you know, to me it seems realistic, but you guys can obviously test this for yourself and test cards upgraded, unupgraded, and other things like that. So yeah, and like I said, even with upgraded cars, the cars don't seem too stupid still. Like, they seem realistic to me, even with them upgraded. Like, even with this, the acceleration is crazy. So I hope the electric cars can make it back with, like, acceleration stuff, like OD or semi-OD. Like, electric cars were the best for drag race and acceleration. But anyway, I realized I just yapped on. Test server's out. I'll leave it in the comments and do some testing. Have a good day.